Namaste, hello. Welcome to Yoga for Life with Lucas. My name is Lucas, and today I want to invite you to the practice for just general strength and flexibility. We're going to go through some simple poses and basic poses. It's not going to be long sessions, it's not going to be the whole hour session. So just put something comfortable, get your mat, and we can start. And on the inhale, we're going to extend the arms high into the air. Inhale deeply, opening our arms, opening our shoulders, and then the exhale, bowing forward into the child pose. Staying here for a moment, allowing the hips to open. As you breathe deeply, allowing and finding some extra space within your hips. And as you inhale and coming up into sitting on your heels one more time, giving yourself a stretch, opening your shoulders. Yes, even stretching from side to side, maybe gently warming up the sides as well, and then exhale and grabbing the hands behind and opening the chest even furthermore. Opening the chest even furthermore as you breathe with the chest, and whatever sensations are happening there, whatever you're experiencing at the moment, just breathing with it. That's it. And on the exhalation, letting go of that again. Coming up into the tabletop. That's it. And we're going to do cat and cow sequence very simply. That's right. Releasing any tension from the back and even moving front and back, allowing the shoulder joints and hip joints to warm up, and then maybe swirling from side to side. One of my favorite cat and cow variation, just to gain flexibility along the way of the spine, and then coming down, bringing yourself onto the elbows. And here we're going to go into variation of the downward facing dog as we lift our head sitting bones, the head down, and we're going to just move forward and back just to open our shoulders a little bit more, gaining that flexibility. It's really, really important to have an open chest and open shoulders in practicing yoga. And here we're going to bring our knees down and shift into the child pose, swinging the hands behind. That's it, just for a moment. And then swing the hands forward. We're going to come into striking cobra pose. So we're going to bring the hips down towards the mat, and as we exhale, sitting down on our heels. And again, inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. That's it. Inhale forward. That's right. Moving into a downward facing dog. Checking the alignment of the hands and feet. As you breathe with this inversion pose, readjusting maybe the feet, feeling your line of the spine or the back, really flowing here with the breath as you hold the pose, moving forward, bringing those shoulders now over the palms, and we're going to swing back and walk our hands towards our feet, staying here in the forward bend. That's it, allowing the back of the legs to open, strengthen. Inhaling into the upward extension as we open our chest and belly. And then extending the arms to the side. We're going to bring our hands into eagle pose. That's it. Maybe not be able to see completely the upper part, but the right arm is over the left. We're just bending our knees, just like the chair pose, letting go of the arms, dropping them on the mat. That's it. And here, inhaling, upward extension, And one more time, we're gonna extend the arms to the side. This time the left arm is gonna come on top of the right, and again squatting down gently into a chair pose. Maintaining that focus of the body right in the middle, right in the center of yourself. And again, exhaling, we're gonna let go of the hands, reaching down and walking forward towards the mat into plank pose, through the Chaturanga Dandasana, into the upward facing dog or cobra, into a downward facing dog as we exhale, and then bring our knees down into extended child pose. Inhaling, coming up into a tabletop. And here going into threading the needle, opening the right arm up, threading it underneath the left. Inhale up, exhale. Hearing the sound of the breath as you exhale, coming down, as you inhale, coming. And here, as you did last time, extend that right arm underneath towards the left, extending the left arm towards the front of the mat, allowing your spine to curve down, down the right side towards the shoulder, and extending through the right arm. That's it, breathing into the lower back, and here coming back into all fours. Inhaling, gonna open the right, left side, exhaling. Again, inhaling up, exhaling. And one last time, coming up. And here, as we come down this time, extending the right arm towards the shoulder edge of the mat. And again, this time curving the left side right from that line from the hip through the left side down towards the left shoulder and underneath the mat. This place really to relax your shoulders, relax the back of the neck. As here we're gonna go into the puppy pose. Again, allowing the lower back to sink towards the mat, the thoracic part and the upper parts of the spine as well. Inhaling, coming up, we're going to bring ourselves here through. So we're going to start in the tabletop, and we're going to start the tiger sequence. So lifting the right leg up, exhaling, bridging it, inhaling up, exhaling, arching the back. So here working the breath and the body working together as one, listening to our breath, and here if possible maybe reaching towards that right ankle. That's it, arching the back a little bit more. That's it, beautiful, letting it go. And here the other side. Again, a few repetitions in the left leg, allowing those hinges to relax and gaining a bit more space, feeling yourself into that space, into the left hip, and then reaching out with your right arm back, and again grabbing it, pulling that right shoulder back along the side with all the muscles, keeping them really active, exhaling into a child pose. Stopping here for a few moments, relaxing the shoulders, the back, the hips, the legs. We're going to stretch and bend ourselves to the right side. As long as the hips stay in the same place, that's the important thing. We want to find a bend in the spine rather than hurting ourselves here and towards the left side, and breathing into that right side, into all of the organs there, into the lung, into that rib cage, feeling that expansion happening in your body, bringing yourself back as a part of it, and up into a downward facing dog. And here inhaling, lifting that right leg up into three-legged dog. Exhaling, drawing it closer towards yourself and towards the chest. That's it. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Just a simple movement. Exhale forward. And here extending it and going to three-legged dog, bending the leg if it feels comfortable, looking from underneath the right armpit, and bring yourself back into the downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up again. We're going to do the same thing on the left side, keeping our balance here. Everything in balance. So forward. That's it. One last time, extending our left leg behind into the three-legged dog. And back through the down dog. Into a camel pose. Into favorite camel pose, into favorite back bend. Reaching down towards the heels, pushing the hips forward, opening the chest, breathing with this openness on all the front of the body. And allowing the shoulders to relax back, allowing them to be pulled towards the ground, towards the earth, allowing the thighs to be active, the legs to be strong. And here, exhaling, coming out of the camel pose. That's it, sitting between your heels. So we get to separate the lower legs right to the edges of the mat, and then into reclining hero pose, the elbows onto the mat, looking back. Or if you want to go even deeper than that, we can bring ourselves completely on the mat, stretching our quad muscles, the front of the legs, and come. And we come up again, we're gonna, just for a moment, go into full child pose, bringing those hands behind. It's very rejuvenating and relaxing to stay in the child pose as we bring the hands behind. We relax our forehead, relax our shoulders, relax our whole body as much as possible here with those few moments in between those more active asanas. We're going to bring ourselves into the side plank, very easy, with the knee underneath, giving us extra support. Again, opening the chest, opening the hip, and right towards the end, opening the shoulder as much as possible to the side. And we're going to move to the other side. Again, with the support of the knee, of the lower leg, opening the chest, bringing ourselves back into the table. Here, very unusual pose, bringing our head down, approximately about 1.5 feet away on the hands, bringing the hands together behind. It is an inversion pose, but at the same time, it really nicely open our chest and our heart, center our energy, strengthening the crown and massaging the crown of the head, which yogis believe is the connection to the divine. Bringing ourselves back here into the Padangustasana, grabbing our toes, lengthening the spine, and sinking down into this forward bend. Inhaling gently up, and we can choose to change to, again, open our heart with the hands behind the back. And inhaling, coming all the way into standing Tandasana with the hands in front of the heart. That's it. So the next step is we're going to just move ourselves into Warrior One. So just stepping that left foot forward, starting with the hands in front of the chest, inhaling. That's it. Opening towards the sky, strong on both legs, feeling that strength which kind of coming through that connection from through the air. And here we're gonna open into the Virabhadrasana 2, opening to the side. Again, the feet still get aligned, still that front foot is aligned with the back heel, but now our chest, our hips are open, our arms are extended. And here changing, bring ourselves back for a moment. We're gonna change the side. So the right foot forward, again, we're gonna start with Virabhadrasana 1 to Warrior 1. The back leg strong on the mat, feeling your muscles active, breathing through the whole of the body as you extend the arms out. That's it. So opening into Warrior 2. So as we unite our body and the breath, our breath and body becomes one, and it feels as if it's just that gentle sense of the breath flowing through the body. And here down onto the mat, through the vinyasa, through the chaturanga, or into the up dog, cobra, into a downward facing dog. Then you're going to jump and sit. Bring the legs forward, sitting, starting here for Dandasana. We're going to go into a twist. We pull the right leg, hang that knee and open, rotate our spine, our shoulder towards the right. That's bringing some energy, energizing our spine. All the twists are very energizing for the spine. Staying here in this variation of the Marichyasana, the sage pose. Breathing through all kind of uncomfortableness. Obviously we don't want to feel pain. And changing the sides. So the twisting poses really stimulates the base of our spine, where the yogis believe the energy called Kundalini resides, which is life force energy, which sustains our body, which brings the life into our bodies. And here, letting go of this side as well, bring yourself onto the back. Just hugging the knees in, rolling front and back a few times. We're going to roll here. From sides to side as well. All the way even. All the way to the mat. From the left to the right. From the left to the right. And then one of my favorites, universal spinal twist, just to release any extra tension from the lower parts of our body. Nicely summarize all the energizing of the spine, so the energies can flow freely. Just changing the sides here. That's it. Hanging knees one more time. Locking your hands around the feet. In a very nice pose to relax your hips with. Into a happy baby pose. That's right. Bringing yourself onto the mat. Start making yourself really comfortable here. And we're gonna just stay for a few minutes in Shavasana, making sure you're feeling comfortable and just relaxing your worries away with each out breath. And I would like to thank you very much for practicing with me. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me. I wish you a lovely day and see you next time. Thank you.